Inflation anxiety is absolutely crushing Americans right now. A post pandemic study in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health found that more than 3/4 of working age Americans right now have experienced inflation related stress. All you need to do is watch YouTube shorts or see TikTok videos of millennials who are absolutely being crushed. And despite lowering rates of inflation in recent months, the stress level continues to rise. It's not getting any better. Worrying about money is nothing new, but we know that finances are a key social detriment of our health. With the cost of living rising, retirement plans producing lackluster results, and credit card debt figures through the roof, it's no wonder that people across the country right now are stressed out about their finances. A poll by Gallup found that 45% of Americans rate the economy as poor. 63% say that high prices are causing moderate or severe financial hardships in their lives. The pressure is only increasing as wages aren't keeping up with the rates of inflation and the costs of goods. So more and more people are living paycheck to paycheck, or worse, relying on their credit cards to get by. On top of this, the overall fear of losing jobs has exploded across the country, and people are just barely getting by, and losing their sole form of income could be disastrous. So when we look at the factors that play into the economy, inflation is one of the key factors that impacts the daily lives of Americans right now. And when you compare inflation to factors like housing prices or interest rates, inflation is something that people are feeling in their everyday routine in a very real way, whether it's filling up their gas tank, buying that loaf of bread for dinner, all of it, they can see it right there in their wallet. It's hard to turn a blind eye when it's costing you $100 to fill up your gas tank. You see that every day, or $4 to $5 to get a dozen eggs. Really? Even though recent reports are showing cooling inflation, this doesn't help the fact that prices of everything have risen. So yes, cooling, but still prices are way higher than they should be. People get those two things conflated, right? So even if inflation is down a bit, we're still seeing high costs at the grocery store, the gas pump, everywhere else. And unfortunately, there's no relief in sight. Those prices are not likely to go back down anytime soon. These elevated prices are the new normal in today's economy. The cost of many goods, including groceries, skyrocketed during the pandemic, but they haven't gone down. In fact, companies are continuing to raise their prices and expanding their profits on a regular basis. Just look at companies like Chipotle, for instance. Now to get like a burrito, it's like $11. Their profits are through the roof. Look at McDonald's stock right now. Yes, stock is at near an all-time high, and it's continuing to go up, yet the cost of a Big Mac is ridiculous, and the cost of a Happy Meal is the highest it's ever been. So companies have seen that the consumer is expecting prices to rise, so they know they can get away with charging whatever they'd like. Heard of shrinkflation or greedflation? Yes, it's happening. Plus, some experts warn that we will see inflation surge once again. And to add insult to injury, this current administration is basically gaslighting the American people, insisting that the economy is good and that unemployment rates are low. Yet people are struggling financially to the point that it's negatively impacting their mental health. Inflation anxiety is a real thing. Americans are stressed that everything, including their daily necessities, are increasingly expensive. But this level of economic uncertainty isn't going away. Higher prices aren't subsiding. Even though inflation has cooled, we could see it mount again soon. And that's not all. We're also seeing record high consumer debt and national debt. The future of the dollar is uncertain. It's an election year. And I have other videos here on the channel where I explore the implications of what's happening right now in the economy. But the point is, there are countless factors that are not looking good for the American people right now. With that in mind, it's important to remember that we cannot allow these external factors to dictate our quality of life. The Fed is playing a balancing act right now, trying to reduce inflation without triggering a recession. We're in a really interesting spot right now, actually, when it comes to interest rates and inflation. And I'm not sure there's a clear way out. I really think the Fed is boxed into a corner. They artificially kept rates low for many, many years beyond what they should have. And now inflation has been out of control. The U.S. dollar is collapsing. Countries are dumping U.S. treasuries. Look at China just last week, dumping billions of dollars in U.S. treasury bonds. They don't want them anymore. It's garbage. We'll get back to the video in a minute. But first, inflation is out of control, and you've got to protect your money. Any money you've got sitting in your bank is losing value every day, right now by about 3.5% to 4%. That's right. If you want to protect your money and you want to grow it, you need to put it to work by investing it. Now, I'm not talking about risky or volatile investments like stocks or crypto. Don't get me wrong, I like those. But tangible assets is what I'm really talking about, that you can actually put your hands on. The best tangible asset that you can invest in right now is real estate. It's the #1 hedge against inflation, and it offers some of the highest and the safest returns possible. Hey everyone, I'm Clayton Morris, longtime real estate investor and founder of Morris Invest. Now, I got into real estate after learning that it was a favorite among the wealthy, and now I know exactly why. Personal experience has proven that it is the #1 way to build wealth and to protect wealth. I've got decades of experience now that have proven it. Now, while there's several ways you can invest in real estate, most of which I've tried myself, the build-to-rent model offers the most benefits, hands down. More specifically, single family, buy and hold. I'm talking brand new construction built from the ground up, build to rent. Build to rent properties offer more tax benefits, fewer headaches than rehabbing an existing property. There's less risk and way less stress than flipping houses. There are a lot less work than wholesaling houses. And there's less turnover and fewer issues than multifamily properties. And when you invest in build to rent real estate, you're getting 4 streams of income. That's right, 4. Appreciation and equity gains, principal reduction, tax benefits and depreciation, and then monthly cash flow, which is my favorite. On top of that, you're using someone else's money, yes, the bank's money, to invest in real estate, while someone else, your tenant, is paying for it, paying down the mortgage. It's just one advantage that it has over tangible assets like gold and silver. I mean, I love gold and silver, but you can't buy it with the bank's money. And you certainly can't have someone else pay for it, can you? No, you can't. Plus, when you're strategic about leveraging, using the bank's money, you can get 4 to 5 times the assets that you can to invest in. And it's the only investment that gives you 4 to 5 times the protection from inflation. My company, Morris Invest, along with the help from our team at Sedera Wealth, helps you invest in build-to-rent properties as easily as investing in stocks, because we buy and we build in bulk, and then we pass our savings on to you. Now, if you'd like to learn more, let's just jump on the phone. You can share your financial goals with my team. You can ask questions, it's totally free, and we'll see if it's a good fit. Talking with us, again, completely free. No pressure, no strings attached. When we talk to you on the phone, we're going to explain a few things. Number 1, how to identify a smart real estate investment. Then, what does it take to become a successful investor? And then what you need to get started, whether it's a team, good market, good property, down payment, financing, all of those things. We'll talk about it. Where to get a good strategy that actually best fits your goals and your situation. I mean, everyone is different, right? Every life situation is different. So we'll talk about that on the phone. Then we'll also talk about how to get free ongoing help. So click the link below right now to schedule a free call with my team and start protecting your money today. Now, as I've been saying here on this channel, there's never been a more important time to get your financial house in order. Pay down expensive debt. Start building sustainable streams of income as a solution to this. Instead of feeling uneasy and anxious about all of these factors we can't control, you can't control interest rates, you can't control inflation. I hope the resources on this channel can actually help you feel empowered about your ability to create your financial future. You can do it. Okay, it's just a matter of how much gumption you have to do it. How much are you an action taker? And you think about how many hours there are in a week. And if you're working a full-time job, you have a family, how many hours maybe at night are you devoting to Netflix or other things? Well, what if you use those hours to work on a side hustle, build your financial intelligence? You can create thousands of dollars in additional streams of income coming into your house every month. You can do it. I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. Whether you buy tangible assets like real estate, or you invest in gold, or you invest in real estate notes, or you start a side hustle, it's time to build out a plan, okay? Devote that time, improve your life now. We only have one life. That's it. Do what you can right now to weather this inflation with all these higher interest rates, whatever else is in store for us these coming years. But, live the life that you want on your terms. For more videos on what's happening in our economy and how you can protect yourself and your family, go ahead and click on the cards right here, all over the screen. Click on them, watch those videos. And thank you guys so much for subscribing to improve your financial intelligence. And we'll see you in the next video.